Hi, welcome you all to my channel again. So, today I would be talking about something which is more positive, something that every one of us is awaiting. So, this pandemic has been there for now, I think, more than 2 months, and it has affected almost all sectors. But I will just want to ask you one thing. Just think, do you think the moment the lockdown opens, you will pick up your shopping bags and rush to the showrooms? What will you shop for? How will you do the shopping? What is something that you would like the company to care for you? What will build the faith back in you to pick up a product from the shelf and pay for it? Or I would say that actually, would you be visiting stores? So these are so many questions which are just around every retail store and every sector that we see. So today I would be talking about what are the things the companies need to do for the shoppers who are changing. Now this pandemic has affected human psychology, and it will leave scars on each one of us. It will change the pattern in way we do shopping, and I would say that these changes would be a lot permanent. Now when these changes are permanent, the rules of the business will change. So what we need to do? So I would say that there are few things that if we remember and we try to inculcate it, I think that the shoppers would be enticed to visit us soon. So what is the very first thing? That we have to do a sanitization of our production units, of the assembly lines where the product is being produced, the distribution channel from where it is reaching the retail spaces, and ultimately the shelves from which the shopper is picking them up. Now, when I talk about sanitization, it has to be done in a way which is contactless. So maybe I have sanitization machines. I also have sanitizers displayed in the display centers, which is having a pedal system. So that without touching the sanitizer, a drop of sanitizer falls on my palm and I can just wipe my hands and sanitize them. So sanitization will have to be done every hour maybe, and this will depend on the footfall which is there in the unit. Now the second thing that we need to do is that we have to keep in mind social distancing. Now especially when I talk about stores like jewelry or maybe stores of fabrics, where there is usually the system is that there is a table and there are 4 to 5 chairs on the front of it. So yes, the companies and the brands, they are thinking of removing 4 chairs, keeping a single chair, keeping in mind that a 6 feet distance is necessary. So maybe the number of people sitting at a time can be reduced. It has to be reduced. Now the next, even the walk-ins in the store, that can be reduced. The walk-ins can be reduced by looking into that how many people are entering the store at a time. Like Levi's is trying to reduce the visitors maybe 2 to 3 in numbers. For brands which are into products where the customer spends a lot of time talking about a product, thinking on how it will be used, you can go in for appointment-based consultations. Now, appointment-based means that if I am targeting to a segment who thinks that they have to be treated differently, maybe I am selling an expensive brand of watches or I am selling an expensive brand of interior decor. So what I should do, that I should call my clients on an appointment basis. So when I am calling a client, there is nobody else in the store. I have to assure him of that. And then I have to give him personal time where he is sitting alone. There is no other person in the store, and this will obviously encourage him to visit us. The next is that we have to reduce the time a customer is spending in stores. So like most of the retail store brands, what you have to do is that maybe if you are selling apparels, you have to go away with the trial rooms. Now, if I am there in a store and I am trying a top or I am trying a attire, and then I go back to the counter and I discuss and I talk about returning it, so that increases the contact points in store. So usually the apparel shopping specifically, it will go online. People will try to buy brands and sizes which they are very sure of on the e-commerce portal. Still, when the malls open up, currently they are not. So people will start visiting stores, but then the trial room can be totally removed. Then the client must try the product at home, and the brands can give them a facility where they can return the product and a person from the store can go and pick up the product from them. So this thing will reduce the time they are spending in stores. The next thing that the brands can do and they have to do is contactless delivery. Now, when I talk about leading brands like Benz and BMW, they have already taken an initiative in this direction. Benz has started a program which is Merck from Home. So in this, what they are doing, they are giving a virtual tour of the car to the customer. The customer is going through the entire purchase process through an online system. He is asking questions, inquiring about the product, talking to a relationship manager, and ultimately he is even going to an extent of buying the product online and paying through a digital channel. So the contactless delivery will increase the faith of the consumer in the entire purchase process. Plus, when the brand is talking to them in a way that, okay, we are there for you, we are doing this thing for you, for your safety, that will encourage a lot of faith in shoppers. So like if I want to buy a car, and Deloitte has done a survey where they have found out that if given a choice, 54% of people are willing to buy a product online, even a car online. So brands like BMW and Merck, they have already gone to it, and the other brands can also go in for contactless delivery of vehicles. Even if a person is going for the servicing part of a vehicle, so like I can go and visit the e-commerce e-platform of the company, where I can study that, okay, this is the service requirements, I can feed in all my requirements, my vehicle will be picked from my home and it will be taken there. I don't have to go there. Then it will be serviced. I will also get a video of the entire service process, because I have to be satisfied that whatever has happened in the service showroom, even if I have not been there to see it, it is there in front of my eyes. So a video can be made and given to the customers, and then the vehicle is delivered after a proper sanitization of that vehicle. So now, because we have to agree that we have to live with COVID. COVID will not go anywhere before 6 months till a vaccine comes out. So I think we have to go back to understanding the basic issues, and we have to treat each one of them. Then we can also go for reduced sharing of resources. Like in some of the industries like spa, saloons, and such places, what we want when I go to a saloon or a spa, they have their own towels, they have their own linen on which the client is being asked to lie down. Now with all these sanitization and a lot of contactless things happening, these companies can either give the client an option that they can carry their own towel which is sterilized and which is only used by them, and second, whatever they are using in the saloons or the spas, everything has to be disposable. They have to invest in the disposable I think resources more if they want business. And in today we are not talking about profitability, we are talking about sustainability. If I am able to generate business and sustain, eventually I would have profits in the time to come. So I should not hesitate as a brand to invest in the things like sanitization, disposable wipes, machines of sanitization, sanitizers, training of my employees. And finally, if I'm doing everything, but then my customer doesn't know of, so how will he come to your store? So what we can do is, as a brand, I would suggest all the brands to do that either you can send mailers of all the good things that you are doing in the entire supply chain related to hygiene, sanitization, sterilization, contactless touch points, so that your customer generates that faith slowly and he starts visiting you again. So, and if you can send mailers, and if you have display studios, you can even display, like a quality policy is displayed, you can display a flow chart or an infographic kind of a thing in which you are drawing diagrams and showing that what all good things you are doing. I am sharing a link in my video which is of what Mahindra plant is doing, and it's a beautifully created video which they have shared on YouTube. And looking at that, the buyers are becoming more confident that Mahindra is thinking of all those things. So I think if we do all these things like display faith, reduce sharing of resources, going in for contactless deliveries, sanitization, reduced walk-in, reduced time people are spending, I think that this will rekindle the faith, and the shoppers will have a red carpet waiting for them. So I hope this video was interesting. And I would just request you to please like, comment and subscribe my channel so that we can be connected on something which is beautiful and bright. Thank you for watching. Bye.